Today we talk about why this piece of hoof horn is missing, deal with a cow that goes down in the pen while looking at a corkscrew claw, before talking about my plums and getting a little hot under the collar.
Oh my god, look at your hair. So the stonework. So obviously we're doing CORK-SCREWED just now, which we will show you at some point. And I noticed, so there's a thing called coin stones, and coin stones are granite blocks that go big wee, big wee, big wee, big wee, big wee, big small, big small, big small, big small. And I looked at all the other windows and doors around Wigtown and where we live, and it's big, big, wee, wee, big, big, wee, wee, like that. But at CORK-SCREWED, it's big, wee, big, big, and it's odd. And I was like, what?
And I said it was his ADHD bothering him, because to me it looked fine.
And you agreed with me, didn't you?
I know I did, that would have bothered me too.
When I explained it, he seen my side. Isn't that right, Graeme?
No, that's not right.
No, what I was saying was like, I've not seen it. Going by what you tell me, like it would annoy me, but I was like, if the other guy, if they were, you were like, they can't do the rest like that, and I was just like, if they did that bit like that, say loads here, Nave's the guy came home saying, again. And Stephen thinking, be quiet.
Why, Graeme? He's right, not one of you got that, because I didn't. So basically, it's odd, it's all over the place. I'll show you later in the video. But basically, the reason they've done it is, the old windows on the old barn were all higgledy-piggledy as well. So they have copied that to make it look the same, which I suppose makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
It does look fair.
It does, doesn't it?
But
anyway,
what does it look like? Is it still annoying looking?
Yeah.
It's not annoying looking. I'm OCD in the house, so I get things like that, but this looks fine to me. I've still got the cold.
Show them your new toy. Why have we got that, Graeme?
You broke the other one.
You broke the other one.
I think it must have been you. I didn't know it was what? And then I had to
It was what?
What?
Eh?
What?
Wait.
Eh?
What?
Try and say it right.
Wait.
You can!
Seemed no right that there. I feel like my head was being...
Something else seems not right.
Don't look at me. I'm just thinking that captions are going to come up wet, wet, wet.
Right, show us what you got in your hand, Stephen. Put that down. You don't have to model it. So this is a wee sneak peek. It's not coming out for ages and ages and ages. But this is something I've been working on for ages. And this one's actually wrong. But there's something that's really cool about it. So my amazing friend, Al's cousins, he didn't want me to put his name on the hoodie, but I've put it on the hoodie anyway because I wanted to show it and support it. Look, part of the herd. It's cool, isn't it? Anyway, turn it around. So I think, so the other one had the horns on the hoodie and it was much smarter. I don't like them on the sleeve. Actually, we'll do this quickly. Twinsies! Twinsies!
Nah, I prefer Urian.
This one's better, isn't it?
Straight away, definitely.
I like even like the material of the one you're wearing better, Graeme. It looks
I look comfy.
This feels a bit tougher
more
than what that looks. That feels better. This feels better.
Oh, I like that material better.
See, I prefer that would annoy
That's
me.
cool.
That is cool, isn't it?
I like that. I like this one better.
I like your that
I do.
I prefer the
And
Graham's
I like
one.
the material
Aye.
better as well.
You all like the material better than this
I
one?
do.
This is
I can't believe you even like that.
Oh well, we've saved you loads of money because the other one is way more expensive. What was that?
It's my exercises for the morning.
Ah, okay. Right, so we're gonna go with this one. Yeah?
I would go with this one.
Do you know what's something really cool about these? They've got pockets, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
So you can't see the pockets? That took us ages to get right. That's clever, isn't it?
That's quite cool.
So it's been a really, really quick couple of weeks, to be honest. Craig is still on holiday in Greece. He's due back. Today's our second last day, actually, without him. Be good to have him back, because it turns out he does do a little bit. I mean, really a little bit. Oh, by the way, right, we're about to walk past a car. If anyone is offended, please avert your eyes, because we walked past a car in one of the other videos, and somebody told me that I was an absolute rooster noise, 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 and that they were unsubscribing. If that offends you, I am terribly sorry, and from now on we can blur them out. I lent somebody a trailer, they brought it back with a little present on the hitch, and a note, which was very, very strange. This is what they left me. Thank you, Graeme XX. I'm not really sure how to take that. We do have an issue before we get to the farm though. I have a wardrobe malfunction. I actually had a malfunction on that foot the last day, which is now glued, and now This one has gone to. Hello! Is that wet?
Aye, it looks it. Aye, it is. Painted glue to the test,
I do have new shoes coming. That just looks wrong. By the way, a little precursor? No, this is like post-cursor, I suppose. It's after the fact, isn't it? These boots are awesome. And they're not sponsored in any way, but we do get sent sponsored boots and still wear these ones. I've no idea what make they are though, so I can't help out the company by telling you that. They are about 2 years old as well. Buck boots, that's it. Buck boots. Buck boots. Which is quite weird, because buck round about these parts means something completely different. Yeah, perfect. Looks like new. Sort of. Actually, I should be able to slice this off with a knife, because there is no chance on earth I'm letting Graeme loose with a grinder. I'm basically a cobbler. Seen that? Have you seen that film?
What?
The Cobbler with Adam Sandler.
No.
You not? Oh, it's a brilliant film. He's got like a magical cobbling machine thing, and every time he fixes somebody's shoes on it, he stands in the shoes and then becomes that person. It's cool. I wouldn't like to stand in my shoes. Right, let's go. Look at it, it's stunning. Look, there's a bird, you won't be able to see it, but there's a bird flying along like 2 inches above the water. I love it when it's like that. We live directly, straight across there. Literally straight across there. Beautiful place to live. Do you ever think like how lucky we are living here? Do you not really think about it?
I didn't, right? Up until know that land. Came on, was driving down to my house.
Yeah.
And you'd like look across that water.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Aye, well, it. And then I was like, oh no, it's really nice,
It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you know what really makes me appreciate it? See, when we go on holiday somewhere that's really hot and everything's dry and stuff, like I love being away, but see, as soon as you come back, you're like, oh wow, it's beautiful.
I know, I love it, yeah. I didn't, when I was younger, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew, I'm like, no, yeah, it's nice.
Castles, trees, hills. Got it all. Sometimes cows are their own worst enemy because they jostle and they push together. These cows have got plenty of space, by the way. Come on. Cause themselves a mischief. Come on, guys. Come on. One of the cows has gone down in the pen behind me. Come on, guys. Come. Up. Come on. Move up. 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 Move up. You can see she's totally fine. She's slept. But you need to make sure they're totally fine. We've got loads of room. I could get in there. It might look like they're packed in, but I promise you they're not. Herding animals like to be together, and it actually calms them down usually. They're not squished in there. But when a cow goes down, for us it's a bit of a panic because we worry they've hurt themselves or can't get up. Doing the splits, literally like this, is about the worst thing that can happen to a cow. The ligaments inside their oxter, they can go and then sometimes they can't stand up and they have to be chained together and lifted on a daily basis, and sometimes they never get up again. So anytime we see a cow down like that, it's a priority that we get them back up on their feet as quickly as possible. If she hadn't got up there, I would just have opened that gate and let all of the cows out to make sure she got up. Luckily though, she did. Come on, move down, come on. These are big cows, come on. The key to getting through a lot of cows when you're trimming them isn't actually how fast you trim them. To us, we can never ever speed up the way we're trimming, and that's not me being, oh, I try to do the best job I can, which obviously I do, but you just can't speed up the trimming process. It takes as long as it takes, but all of the other things, like keeping the cows moving, getting their feet up in the air as quickly as you can, all of that is how you speed up. We work in little lots, and we bring batches of cows through here. So I just dropped that down the drain.
Did you?
It's supposed to be on a chain, that's not my fault.
That was lucky.
That was, does it fit? Yeah, it does fit. That was really lucky. We've got about 70 cows to trim, but what we don't want is them standing around for too long. Obviously, trimming takes time, so we bring them through in batches of about 30. And we bring them from this collecting yard into our smaller pen, even smaller batches at a time. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Cows are quite dirty just now, probably because they're eating a lot of really, really high nutritious grass and it comes out the other end a little bit too quickly. We've been coming to this farm now for like 4 years, and the difference in the actual farm and the cows is colossal. It's really cool seeing progress like that on any farm, especially when you're a part of it. It has been a slog. Obviously not seen us trimming, but you saw us getting cows back up on their feet. We've trimmed nearly 70 cows, and I tell you what, I am absolutely sure this is the hardest days, but it's work I've done for a while. It's roasting hot, and sorry, I'm hesitating because I'm not sure whether to say it or not. I actually think I miss Craig. No, I actually do think I miss Craig. It's amazing how much easier it is when there are 2 people trimming. We have 1 cow left, so we might as well have it in the stores. Go on. The feet here are pretty good, so that helps massively, obviously. There have been a few problems, but you have to expect those. I don't think this cow has any problems, although I'm looking at that far away foot now and thinking it might have. Whenever you're picking the feet up, you're constantly just looking out for little signs. You don't really even mean to look out for them. You just subconsciously look at feet and grade them. Well, I can see a twist in it. Doesn't look right, does it? From this side, it's even more obvious. But from the other side, it just looks like there might be something wrong. We'll trim it first. Yeah, it doesn't look bad when it's in the air either, does it? But it looked a bit wonky, didn't it? Put a nozzle up in between it just to separate the feet so I can single this inside one out. Like I said, I don't think she's lame. That was a long grinding session, wasn't it? No, not like that. Dirty. So it doesn't look like there's much wrong with it. I don't think she is lame, but this is what you call a corkscrew claw. So basically, inside this foot, normally on a flat foot like this, the bone sits inside it, pretend the wood is the bone, sits inside it nice and flat like that. And the bone, the hoof horn orientation grows at the same orientation as the bone. So this one's nice and flat. This bone must be sitting like this. So actually this part, this inside bit needs trimmed a little bit more than the outside bit because the bone is tipping down here and up here. So the whole foot is like that. If you come to the side, Graeme, you'll be able to see slightly more what I mean. So it should be like this, but it's actually like that, if that makes sense. And it happens, there's different reasons people think it happens, but the most common scenario that people come up with is the ligaments in the outside of the foot, so up here, have either stretched or snapped or something's gone wrong at some point and they've slackened and loosened, and those ligaments are what keep the bone straight in the correct orientation. But like I said, this one's probably squint. It definitely looks better, but it doesn't look quite right. They do say though that you can't polish it. Right, we'll trim our other feet. Everything is absolutely filthy because I've trimmed so many cows. Most of the feet here are just like this. They just take a few swipes with the grinder, a few swipes with a knife, little polish up, little balance, and voila! How good are those hoodies that we were looking at earlier, by the way? Normally we'll sort of test fit hoodies and check they're okay and wash them and stuff and make sure they're right. That one that you saw earlier is the 4th iteration of it, because Alzy's artwork is so good, I want to do it justice and make the hoodie as good as possible. So yeah, they won't be on sale for ages though, so I'll probably shut up about them for a while. The reason being, I want to use more than just a Highland cow. Stop at last. This looks similar actually, you can see there's a bit of a curve in it. And this grinder's out to die. Last cow, and yes, it's dead. Oh well, if it's going to last and fail, it might as well fail on the last cow. You clearly never charged them up properly. Actually, from this angle here, if you come in here again, Graeme, and look at that, look at the far away claw. That near side one is twisted right in. Nice big cow, isn't she?
Yeah, quite nice too.
If you had a cow as a pet, look at how huge she is compared to you. You forget how big they are.
No, love the wee bit of hair.
Do you not think, yeah, the wee bit of hair's cool, but look at the big bit at the top. Do you not think it's a bit like a giraffe?
Yes, it got like a giraffe.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
You know giraffes have always got the same amount of spots on their neck?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they have.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they have.
No, they didn't.
They have.
No, they didn't.
I swear they have.
No, they didn't.
They have. It doesn't matter how tall they are or how short they are. They always have the same amount of spots on their neck. I think it's 12. 12 is a, 12 is a guess. I'm not making it up. Right, put it on screen here. Am I right? If I'm right, there'll be a big banner up here. Walking beautifully. This place here is called Coo Palace. Now I honestly don't know if Coo Palace is in to do with cows or not, but it looks like a Dutch barn, doesn't it? Look at it, stunning. I think it's like a timeshare, holiday share type place. If anyone local knows why it's called the Coo Palace, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. It's a beautiful place in an incredible setting. The observant amongst you will notice that we are now at a different farm. It is the last day of the week, and we have just trimmed, as you can see from the state of my arms and my overalls and everything else around me, we've just trimmed 40 cows. We've still got another 15 or so to go. Beautiful feet like that, look. That is honestly absolutely roasting. We usually stop work when we start sweating, which isn't often in Graeme's case. Come on. Oh, it's fast work this. Lift the foot, move the paddle, lift the next foot. I'm struggling to talk because I'm not tired and hot, to be honest. You can go fast when the cow's feet are like that, can't you? Buttery smooth. Good weekend coming up. Me and Mrs. HGP are spending some much needed couples time in Manchester. We've got a place called Sexy Fish. Not sure there's all that much sexy about fish, but the food looks good. Look at that. Got really shallow feet, so I'm not going to model them with a knife at all. Same again. I think actually we've only put on 2 blocks for very minor things. You've seen this farm quite a lot in recent videos, and they've had problems with dermatitis, but it's getting much better now. Still little bits here and there.
Wait, I've asked this every time, but why you not going to take that away?
Because if I take that away, that will then be lower, a lot
But how
lower
do you
than this.
ken?
Because I can tell looking from here, so if you look from there, that's already slightly lower.
Oh, it is, huh?
So even though that's dirty, I don't want to take any more from here and put even more weight on here. I've tried to keep this high, but I took that little slice from here.
Oh, is that only
Because
that?
it was so... No, it's not dirt, it's so fun. I took this little slice from here because it was cracked underneath, and I wanted to make sure there was nothing underneath, but I want to keep as much height as I can on both claws. Somebody said, I really do like cameraman Graeme, and I like him asking questions, but sometimes I wish he would just shut up.
Oh, I did, I saw that. Yeah. Somebody also said, why does no cut off that stupid mullet?
You don't have to be stupid mullet.
Thank you.
All mullets are stupid.
Alright.
Yours is just the normal.
Uh,
Oh. Come on, you're okay. You're okay. It's rare that I mistime their heads. Sometimes people ask if the head gate's automatic. But as a cow goes in, I pull this lever here, look. So I'm watching her head and her hip bones, and as she goes in, I go like that, squeeze them together, and the head gate shuts. Right, I need to get on, so I'll catch you later on. Here's a fun fact for you as well, by the way. Cows don't really sweat. Well, they sweat a tiny bit, but nothing like what they need to cool down. So instead of sweating, they stand up to dissipate heat, which for cows is good because it works. But for me, as a hoof trimmer, it's bad on a hot day like today, and I'll show you why. $54 cows we've trimmed here in total. Easily the hottest we've been in a long time. And this is part of the reason. So, yes, trimming this is completely fine. So this is natural shedding. That's quite interesting actually. See this hole here? That is natural hoof wear. So basically this falls away and flakes away. If I pick away at that with a knife, you'll see white powder under there. See right on the edge there, the tip of my finger. It's quite hard to see. If we focus on it, you can see it there. That is hoof horn shedding away. It literally just flakes away.
that's pith.
No way did you just get that right. Yes. Yes, it's called pith. Well done, P-I-T.
I really want to bait you to say this, so I did.
But the problem with the heat is, because cows dissipate heat from their stomachs, I can sweat in my eyes. It's not even a joke, sweat's actually stinging my eyes. Anyway, because cows dissipate their heat, all of the heat is coming from here. So when I'm standing here, heat is literally being thrown out at me. Not sure if I actually explained, by the way, our pad, the thing that Graeme was so excited to get first thing in this video, just gave up. I think it got full of water. And that pad is what we record every cow's details in. It keeps a history of all the cow's feet that we've trimmed for year on year on year on year that backs up to the internet. And then at any point in time, the farmer can go online and see the history of any particular animal. And because it was broken, it meant that poor Graeme was having to write them all down old school style with a pad and piece of paper. And now that we've got it fixed, he'll have to go home today and input all of those numbers, all of the problems on all of the feet to that pad so that the farmers can see exactly what's wrong.
I forgot about that.
It's a pretty important piece of kit. So without that piece of kit, farmers are kind of working blind. We just have to tell them what's wrong and they have to try to remember. This way, next time we come here, when we input this cow's number, all of our history comes up on the pad and we can see her entire history of Hifterman, which is really handy. You've learnt a lot in today's videos, haven't you? About giraffes, and that is correct, hopefully.
No, it's not.
About the fact that cows don't sweat, and about the fact that Steve-O doesn't know how to chest bump. Cue the awkwardness. Right. Apple trees.
Yep.
Apple trees. It sounds weird, but I always wanted an orchard. And when we got this place about 4.5 years ago, I planted all these trees and they're finally starting to grow. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But I planted them with the kids and the sheep ate them and things. And now there's fruit on every single one, which is awesome. I'm a massive fan of trying to leave something behind so that when I'm dead and gone, the kids will get something to remember me by. It's weird that, isn't it? Probably kind of fatalist. Don't know, but look at this. Look. Apricots. Millions of them. I said they've all got it on, but I can't actually remember what that is. And there's no fruit in it anyway. Trying to create an avenue of fruit. Now the keen-eyed amongst you will notice we got one missing. Hopefully we'll plant another one. It's been a long week, but it's been good. The boys are busy in here.
What
are you doing?
Nothing, huh?
Sounds about right. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yep, sounds about right. And that's what I'm dealing with. They just sit here all day and eat cookies, drink coffee,
Drink soda.
and drink soda. Anyway, that is us done for this video, folks. If you've made it all the way to the end, give me a big thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Behind the Hoof. Bye bye.